Welcome back to what Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a Bishop, the Tier 5 British SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Steps, and this one is under the command of Alehoh. Now, last time we saw that player, he was 3-marking his M12, and well, now he's trying to 3-mark the Bishop. Let's see how he gets on. Okay, game started. Now, this Arty is based on the Valentine tank. It's got a 4.5-inch howitzer, which is capable of doing 450 alpha penetrating 28mm of armour. It's also got a 10.1 second reload, and it fires very accurately indeed if you allow it to dial in on the target. But the only drawback this Arty has is a very short range. Yeah, that box around the cabin around the gun is actually very vulnerable to fire, as is that surrogated or corrugated rear end to the engine cover. But the rest of the vehicle is pure Valentine, and therefore it's very, very strong indeed. Now let's see how Alehoh gets on in this game. He's headed off down to the west side of the map, which is not where Arty normally goes, but seeming as the enemy, or rather the rest of his team, have decided to abandon the east side of the map altogether, it looks like he's going to have to fight from this end. Now, to increase the range of this Arty, the players during the actual real operators during the troops during the Second World War would actually have to place the Arty on an upslope, and that would actually increase the range, so be able to shoot over targets. But well, Alehoh's actually parked himself directly behind that rock, so he can't be seen by the enemy, but they can certainly feel him. But you can see he's only got a limited range. He can't shoot very far, only about as far as that rock. The reticule's getting flattened, and that indicates that, well, that's the maximum range. He can hit that T14. He's dialed in, rounds out, and gets a direct hit. The T14 thinks he's safe behind that rock. He isn't, because the shells are coming down right on top of him. Rounds out again, and another hit. If he gets one more hit like that, he's out the game. And he's gone anyway. Now his team are moving forward, so he's going to have to try and follow them. I think he's noticed something on his mini-map though. One of the enemy tanks is actually getting very close to our cap area. Well, he's decided that he needs to defend that rather than follow the other troops. So he's actually trying to dial in on the M4. Lines it up. Rounds out. And he splashes him for 26 hit points. These shells actually will splash a burst radius of 2.2 meters. Oh, kills the M4. Direct hit on him. Now there are a number of other enemy tanks there, so I think he's going to change position. Just go round the corner so he can shoot at that Excelsior in the north. Is it the Excelsior? No, it's a KV-1. As well as the tanks that are trying to take our cap. Okay, he's trying to get a shot on the KV-1. Dialing in. Fires a quick snapshot. Doesn't do any damage though. The enemy T-34 is moving up. Trying to line up a shot on him. He fires around into the corner, but the T-34 ducks behind that rock in time. Well, that Churchill one is rather optimistically trying to cap. And, well, the cap's been reset. This Arty is incredibly accurate. Very, very accurate indeed. 148 hit points off that one. You just need to let the reticule dial in on the target so that you can actually get really accurate shots on places like the engine deck or the tracks or the turret. That one's going to hit the engine deck, and it does. You can see he can chip away at this Churchill until he expires. And there you go. So his second kill in this battle. And that T-34 is about to get a nasty shot. Round out. Oh, he dodges it just in time. In fact, the shell just went slightly to the right. I think our teammates have noticed there's an Excelsior near the cap. But instead, well, you can see that Aleho's going after the T-34 because he's a bigger threat. He's closer and he's actually attacking our defenders. But he's ignoring the guys in the north now, and he's going for the enemy tanks near the camp. Now, that's a KV-222, which is basically a tier 7 hull with a tier 5 turret. And he can hit that easily and do damage to it. Tank rounds might bounce off the hull, but artillery rounds, HE rounds, will actually do a lot of damage to a KV-220. And that KV-220 backed off because you saw a tree fall behind him. Now, the tanks that went north have been all wiped out. And it now looks like we're trying to desperately defend our own cap from these guys. Going for the KV-222, he's dialing in. Rounds out. He pulls back a little, but he takes the round anyway. Okay, he's loaded. And another direct hit. Now he really needs to take out that KV-220. That's the most dangerous customer at the moment. Oh, shell veered to the right, landed behind him, but didn't do any damage. He's loading. Rounds out again. And he didn't get the kill. KV-1 got the kill on that occasion. So it's 5 versus 5 at the moment. And potentially he's got the high caliber with 1,543 hit points. But he is still losing teammates, I'm afraid. Well, the best thing he can do for the moment is stay with that 82. And there's a Leopard, which I think is the VK1602, not the tier 10 medium tank. He's trying to get close enough so he can shoot up onto the heights where the Leopard is hiding. Maximum range shot. Hits there accurately, but the Leopard's moved. Oh, and the Leopard's just taken out our Matilda Black Prince. And that now means that we are down to 2 other teammates. So 3 in total. Facing 5 enemy. And those enemy are going to be closing in soon, I should think. Rounds out. Just hits the ground. He's only got 11 rounds of ammunition left, so he needs to use that conservatively. Otherwise, he will run out of ammo before the game ends. 7 minutes to go. And again, he's still firing ammo when he's only got a short amount left. That's the one thing about the Bishop, is you do need to be very careful about how much ammo you fire, because you don't get a whole lot of ammunition to start with. And the Leopards come into view. Aleho's trying to get into a position so he can get shots on that Leopard. And again, the problem with him is, of course, he's a fast-moving light tank. Well, he's been wiped out. Kill went to the AT-2. I wouldn't be surprised if the enemy Arty tries to take him out, though, because the enemy Arty is an M41 HMC, the tier 5 American. And there's a Striv M42 Swedish medium tank headed this way. Good hit, 210 hit points. Can he get another shot onto target? No, he loses sight of the target. He's only got the AT-2 to help him now. He's all alone with his tank destroyer teammate, and he needs that tank destroyer to find the enemy, and the enemy's found him instead. Locks on, fires one into the Striv, but now, oh, this is where the problem about the traverse of this Arty comes in. It's slow to traverse, but he is going to get a shot and takes out the Striv. Now he needs to find That Su-85 lining up a shot, but he's just too close. He fires around in and he gets a lovely hit, but he's backed into the wreck of the Striv. Okay, he's going for another shot. He's been spotted. Rounds out and Stug's fired around into him for 140. Next round will take him out. And, well, I think he bounced around there, but oh, that one didn't. That one went straight through. 75mm round. And it's just the AT2 left, and he's got very low hit points. If that Stug can penetrate the AT2, the game's all over. He tried as hard as he could. 2,162 hit points of damage so far as we know. Probably the high caliber. And the AT2's gone very defensive. But with such low hit points, he really can't go offensive. One shot would be enough to take him out. The Stug comes up behind him. That AT2 is finished, but the Stug is staying where he is at the moment. And that might indicate to me that the enemy Arty is dialing in on the AT2's position. Because a splash hit will be enough to take that AT2 out. And there's the Arty round. I almost predicted that one coming in. Well, we're following the AT2 now. He's trying to get shots into the Stug, but the Stug finishes him off. Hits a weak spot. And the game is all over. Oh, well, that was very sad, but he did so much work during that game. And he did get 3 kills. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see how well he did. Well, actually, he did get his 3rd mark of excellence during that game. He got an ace tanker, 3rd mark of excellence, bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 16, and he got the high caliber to boot as well for the highest amount of damage. And his win rate from that game was 10,363. So he had a super unicum game, but unfortunately didn't survive. Let's have a look at the team score. Highest damage, 2,246 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was the AT2 with 1,161, and then that Striv M42 with 1,000. When it came to kills, it was actually shared between the Bishop, the AT2, the Su-85 and the Stug 3. They all had 3 kills each. And when it came to base XP, it was the Leopard and the T34 and the KV-222 who scored above. Actually, the KV-222 didn't score above Alehoh. In fact, actually, it was only these two, the Leopard and the T34, and then it was Alehoh with 566, and then the others on the enemy team. Let's have a look at detail report. 13 shots fired, 14 direct hits, 1 penetration, 20 splash. Damage of 2,246 hit points, of which 1,469 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits from the enemy, and all 3 were penetrations, I'm afraid, and also spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 213 hit points of damage assistance. He also got 45 defense points while he was resetting the cap, and on a free-to-play account he earned 24,317 credits, got 3,300 for courageous resistance. That's for getting a battle hero medal or an epic in a losing or drawn game. Total 27,617 credits, but after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, he actually made a loss of 1,983 credits. He picked up 1 bomb for getting the high caliber, and 566 base XP, 328 for courageous resistance, took away 894 experience points altogether, but those 3 marks will never go away. Once you've got them for good, and very well played indeed. So I'm sorry that the marks don't show up on the Arty, so I'm afraid that's the skins we operate. They just don't show the marks when you get them, but obviously if we take the skins off, you will see that there's 3 marks on his barrel now. So well done to Alehoh, or Alehoh, whichever way you pronounce it. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel please, and thank you for watching.